Welcome to the Growing Green Landscapes Podcast with Jeremiah Jennings. While still in his early 20s, Jeremiah already runs a successful six-figure lawn maintenance company. Listen in as he and his guests share the things that have brought them success that can help you in your business. As a young entrepreneur in the green industry, Jeremiah emphasizes the tips and tricks involved in running a lawn maintenance business while discussing the principles applying to all small businesses. If you're wanting to grow, become profitable and professional, you're in the right place. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and we are coming to you today with a very new idea to a podcast. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and I wanted to try it out. This is definitely a rough draft. I don't know. I haven't listened to it yet, so we'll see how it goes. But we did an Instagram live Q&A, and we talked about a lot of good topics on there. Some good questions came in, and we just hung out and talked for about 30, 40 minutes today. And this is actually, it turned into a 45-minute show, so I did not expect it to go that long, but we talked about a lot of good things. There are some tips and stuff to learn in here. We talked about a lot of life, just catching up. Hadn't been, like I said in the last episode, haven't been as present on social media, but just been busy with business and end-of-season basketball stuff that we've been doing, but more excited than ever to be kicking off the spring. We talked about that a lot, some new mowers and stuff, all kinds of fun stuff we talked about in this episode. So if you would, stay with us for the rest of the episode, and let's see what we can get into. Here we go, guys. We're going to hit record. This thing is live. So if y'all are just tuning into the podcast, thank you for tuning in. But we are live on Instagram, and who knows, this might be an absolute train wreck of a show. I don't know. But we're going to see how this goes. We're going to do an Instagram live, and we're going to do a little Q&A if anyone has any questions for the upcoming season. I know we're down here in the South, and man, we've had some pretty days the last 3 days, and we've been 65, 70-degree weather. The phone is starting to ring off the hook, and it is crazy, crazy busy. It's starting to get crazy busy, I should say. We're not right now, but it's right around the corner. I know it's coming, and I'm excited for what's going to happen. So if you guys are down south, you know how it is. You know how busy it's about to be. For all the guys up north, I know they are still got, another month, 2 months, if anybody's up north watching. I don't know when y'all start. I think like May, like end of April, early May, something like that. That's right, lawn care, third day of mowing for me. Yeah, that's right, man. We start our full-time mowing next week, so I'm excited. I know Cochran's doing some Cochran Lawn Care. I know you're going to be doing some mowing here soon if you haven't started already, and I'm excited for how this is going to go. I'm excited for the season. I hope that everyone is getting a good start to the year. I know there's a lot of good information that's been coming out just from all the content that was created at the Hype House, and there was a bunch of stuff that was created down there that you can take and learn and implement into your business for 2022 and so on, and even in years to come. There's so much to come out of it. That's a good resource. If y'all have not listened to that content yet, that is something that you need to go listen to on all and everybody's channel that was there that put out podcasts, Instagram lives, all that stuff. Go look at it because that stuff can change your business. There's some transformative stuff, information that's coming out of that house and out of the guests that were there. So it was a very, very fun time. I've kind of been MIA on social media. I've been hadn't really been here. And in our last podcast, we talked about just kind of a little catch up on life. We announced that Savannah and myself were having a baby and due in September. So that's been a really fun journey to this point, figuring out all that stuff. It's something that we were planning for. We were ready, and we're very excited for what's coming with that, and ready to have a new little one running around in September. But this is going to be a big year for us. And I don't know where it's gonna take us. There's gonna be a lot of challenges, I'm sure, that are gonna come our way. But I'm excited for what we're gonna do. So for all you coming on, thanks for everybody joining in. What we're doing is we're doing a live Q&A, and we're gonna be recording a podcast. And I'm excited to cover these questions on the podcast. This is what everybody likes to hear, is just like, what is everybody else thinking about? Because if you have a question, I guarantee you that there are another 30 people out there who think the same thing or wanting the same thing. I love when people ask questions, and I'm someone that asks questions myself. I never want to get to the point where I think I know everything. I want to always be learning, always be growing. So any questions that y'all have on here today that you ask, we're going to be recording for a podcast, and this is the podcast. Like, you're on the podcast. If you ask questions, we're gonna answer those the best we can. And see, here's Paul coming in here and making fun of us. Look, Paul, I don't have the EIB, the Excellence in Broadcasting. See, I said it before your comment even came up. But I don't have excellence in broadcasting like you, man. I'm just out here trying to have a good time, trying to put out decent content, and this might be a train wreck, but it's going to be fun to listen back on, at least for me. I might listen to it in 2 weeks and be like, I can't believe I ever did that. But we're just going to have a good time, sit back and talk, and kind of just enjoy ourselves and kind of make it a lively episode. So, like I said earlier, I was MIA on social media for like the last 2 weeks, but we're really close to 1,000 followers. That is something that is, I know a lot of people out there have thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands, but for me, we haven't really even been doing Instagram for a year, and I haven't done it too consistently, not the way that I should for sure, but we're almost at 1,000 followers. So if you're listening to this and you're not following us on Instagram, go follow us there. We're going to be trying to do some giveaways here in the future, both on the podcast and for our Instagram followers as we grow. So I'm excited to see where that goes, but I think we're at like 984, and it's going to be 984. I think we're almost close to 1,000. So. But anyway, another rabbit trail again. MIA on social media. I was out of town for a basketball tournament up in Tennessee, and that was awesome. But we were like up in the mountains. There was no service. I had so many people. Like last week, the weather started getting good, and we weren't like the phone started ringing, and I wasn't here to answer my phone, so that wasn't good. I actually missed an opportunity on a job because somebody called me. I think it was on like Tuesday afternoon, and I didn't get the voicemail until late that night when I had service, but it was too late to call them back. Called them back the next day at like lunchtime when I had service again the first time, and I called them back, and they'd actually already found somebody to do the job. So I actually did miss that opportunity. So in this time of the year, that is one piece of advice I think I could give out is this time of year, as spring comes, as spring is right around the corner, it's upon us. Like it's not around the corner for us here in the South anymore. Like we're mowing next week. When these people call in, they're calling to get their yard done. A lot of the times they're looking. They're calling because they need it done. Their weeds are starting to pop up. They want to get stuff done. They don't want to wait 24 to 48 hours for you to call them back. So learn from my mistakes of I missed out on that opportunity while I was out of town. I didn't call her back soon enough. I missed out. So learn from my mistakes and call them back sooner next time. But so somebody asked earlier, let me see, Johnny on the spot, Paul. That's good stuff. It was Cooper Lawn Care. Let's see, any big changes coming for your business this season? Yes, there are some big changes. So talked about this a little bit in the last episode, but what we did and what we were implementing is something that everyone should be implementing. It's taken us some time to get here, but it has been a very rewarding thing to see this season. Is we've sent out all of our I hope my phone doesn't die. 20%. I think I can make it, but we have sent out all of our rate increase letters, and we've also sent out our rate increase letters, and we are transitioning from bi-weekly to weekly on a lot of our customers. So that's going to be very, very cool opportunity that I am very excited for. I'm trying to deal with my phone here. It's trying to die on me, but I don't know. I got to take it out of low power mode. So stay with me. But anyway, we are transitioning from bi-weekly to weekly on a lot of our clients in the South. It is something that is not as common to do weekly down here, but it is a good thing. It's a good thing for your business to do. It definitely helps your revenue, helps your billing and stuff. It helps you stay on top of your lawns. It helps them look better year round. Okay, so we are doing that, and that was a big thing for me because a lot of people in our area don't do that, and it's kind of like out of sorts for you to do that. A lot of people, when they call you first week, the first thing they say is out of their mouth is, we need service, and it's bi-weekly. Like that's just what it is down here. Our grass doesn't grow to be 6-8 inches tall. So what we did is we sent out a lot of those to certain customers that we needed to get to weekly because their yards were taking us too long, too much growth during the summer. And so we did send those out. And so far, I've only had one person come back and say that they weren't going to do that. And it actually, oh my goodness, these comments are getting me. I got to finish this first. But it actually turned out that was a customer that I was like 50-50. I wanted him to go to weekly, but it wasn't going to drop him if he didn't go to weekly, because I'm okay with doing his bi-weekly. We raised his rate and he agreed to that. I told him, I said, if you're not going to go weekly, we're going to have to raise your rate significantly I told him we were going to have to adjust his rate to get it to the point where we needed to be making our hourly rate and go and remain profitable. And so we did that. He signed up for the season and we're good to go. So with that being said, what I mean by that, the point I'm trying to get across is it was a scary thing sending out those emails saying, hey, we're going to weekly on a lot of these. Hope you stick with us. Like, we didn't say that, but we told them we were going to weekly, and man, the response has been crazy. It's been insane. So a huge thing, a huge step in our business. I'm very excited to see where it takes us. I think it can take us to the next level this year. So I know it's scary, but guys, go ahead and make that transition when you can. So look, I want to look at a few of these comments here. We got Brian chiming in here. He's on my butt about Frappuccinos. But look, here's the thing, okay? We talked about this. We were texting about it earlier today. Caramel Frappuccino from Starbucks is what Brian got. Go check out Instagram if you didn't see it. But if you're watching this live, go look at his Instagram and you'll see. That's not the best one, though. The best one is from McDonald's. Go to McDonald's and get a Mocha Frappuccino from McDonald's, and there's no Starbucks drink that even competes with it. Like, none. There's no one that even comes close. And it's like half the price. It's like $3.50. It's like $3.50, and you go to Starbucks and it's like $5.50 for a small. So you can get a large for $3.50 at McDonald's. So it's a great drink. It's a great drink. You need to go get it out along with your what was it, Mighty Mega Meal or something like that is what Brian called his kids' meal. So that's what he really loves. That's what he really loves is that we exposed him today. That is the real Brian. The real Brian is he loves his kids' meal from McDonald's. Mocha 10. Yeah, we gotta use those codes there. So what do we have? What else do we have coming in here? This is good stuff. Thank y'all all for joining this. This means a lot. I did not know who was going to be on here. I didn't know if anybody would join. Who knows? Maybe we'll do this in the future. We'll start doing it like on a schedule or something. But did I end up going Skag? I did not end up going with Skag. So the thing with Skag is I don't have a dealer near me that provides it good enough. I don't have a dealer near enough to me that provides what I need. The dealer that I have is like 45 minutes away, and that's just not. I'm not willing to sacrifice that yet. I need to. The position I'm stuck in is. I bought the John Deere stand-on in the fall, and it just turned out to be not what I want it to be. I have a trade-in option through my Tri-Green dealer, John Deere. I can trade that in and get another 54-inch zero-turn, which I am A-okay with, so I'm going to be able to do that. And so I'm going to just get another 54-inch zero-turn for now. Hopefully by the end of the season, I'm going to pick up a third stand on, and I don't know what size deck I'll get. I might get a 48, I might get a 36, I don't know. I love stand on for neighborhood yards. That is crazy. Like I used it for like 2 months at the end of the season, and it is a life changer. Getting on and off that thing, picking up trash, going through small neighborhoods, going in and out of gates. It's crazy how much more convenient a stand-on is as opposed to a zero-turn. But we have a lot of big properties here, and we're mowing acreage at a time, and the stand-ons just don't – any stand-on except Skag or Wright that I've seen don't keep up. They have too small of motors. They're too slow. The cutting speed, the transmission speed is just not where it needs to be. So we have no Wright dealers near us. We cannot get a Wright within 2 hours of us, so that's out the window. I wanted a Wright, but that's impossible. So next option was Skag. It's just not going to work out at this time. I would like to go to Skag possibly in the future for a stand-on. That's what a V-Ride 2s is what I've seen that everybody loves. So I don't know. We might go that route, but for now, I'm probably going to end up getting a 54-inch zero-turn Stay John Deere because I love those mowers. They have great warranties. I have a great relationship with my dealer that I have through those through, and I'm very excited to see where we can take it now and maybe pick up a third stand-on in the summer. So TJ's, excuse me, I need my mute button. TJ's Lawn and Landscape. A huge obstacle a lot of guys face is not knowing how much your customers truly trust you and will pay for your service over others. That is 100% true. But here's what I said about that, and I think I talked about this in my last episode a little bit, is you want to build customers. You want to build a customer base that is like a family. That's what I have grown in my company. We're nowhere where we need to be in our company, in our business. Like, we have so much more growth to do, but we're definitely progressing day by day, year by year, month by month, year by year. Whenever I send out any newsletters to our customers, any announcements, I always put Dear Growing Green Family, because that's what I look at them as, is they support me and my family, so I'm going to act like they're a family to me. They take care of me, so I want to take care of them. I don't want to just treat them as another client, as another customer. This is a tip that I don't know. This I don't know. Everybody might do this, but one thing I do is when I send out bulk emails, I always make sure and try to personalize the email as much as I can, to put you and your and how much you mean. And so it's not just like our clients mean this, thanks to our customers. That's not what I want to put. Excuse me, I'm dying over here. I need some water. Paul, that's excellence in broadcasting. I didn't even hit the mute button. But anyway, we are growing a base that Growing Green Family. That's what we're putting. That's Paul. Yeah, Dear Growing Green Family. That's what we always put. We try to include them, and we want to make them feel that we respect them and we're thankful for them, because, like, without them, I don't have this office that I'm sitting in, this whiteboard behind me, this phone that I'm doing, this mic that I'm doing this podcast through. Like, they support my family and my income, so why would I not make them feel wanted? Why would I not make them want to feel like I care about them in the long run, and they're not just a customer, they're not just another number to me. If I have 75 clients, they're not just one of the 75, okay? They're just they are them. They're Mr. Jones, they're Mrs. Ann, like whatever their names are. Now, look, when I send out bulk emails, I don't address their names individually, because I don't go through and send each individual email. But just what I was saying is, in the emails, I try to always make it where it can be sent bulk, but in the email, I'll try to say, thank you for your business. Thank you for allowing us to service your property. And I did that same thing in my cancellation emails that I sent out this year. I had to send out some cancellation letters and let everybody know that the ones that were out of our route, we were kind of changing things up this year. And we're changing up our routes. We're getting a lot tighter, a lot closer to home, to become more profitable, especially in these times that we're in, man. Inflation, these prices are going through the roof. So we've got to do everything we can to remain profitable and even increase, like make more money. We don't just want to sustain. That's one thing that I've been trying to get through my head, and everyone else out there listening does too, is you got to realize we're not just trying to survive. Like, we're not trying to sustain and break even every year. We're as a business owner that is providing for our families, we want to be making more money. If we're not making more money, then why are we going out and working every day? Like, we're not just doing that to break even. Go out there, and you need to put the things in place where you can continually grow your income and take it to the next level. Don't just be breaking even. When prices go up, when gas prices go up, you need to be able to have a family, quote unquote, family of clients that you can trust, that when you send out and say, hey, I hate to do this, I hate to have to increase our prices, but we're going to have to adjust our rates to keep up with the inflation. Man, I'm about to die. It's because I don't have anybody in here bantering with me, and I'm sitting here doing all the talking. And I'm getting over a head cold. That's the thing. If you listen to my last episode, that was rough. I barely made it through it. But that's what you need to do, is build a family of clients that you can trust and take you there. I'm not going to keep rambling on about that, but that's something that we do that I love, and I think a lot of people out there should do. Let's see here. What are some of these comments saying? Mocha 10, got to get the land, sea, air. What is that? I don't know. Got to get the land, sea, air. I don't know what that means. But $3 menu, McDonald's, absolutely. Even McDonald's is going up. That's what's crazy. Because when you go to McDonald's, you can't get 10-piece chicken nuggets for $5.50 anymore. Now they're like $8. Stuff's going up, so you got to realize you got to go up too. I hit my mute button, Paul, so that will not be in the podcast at least. Anyway, let's say Growing Green 10. Yes, that would be awesome if we could get a Growing Green 10 code. I've leased deer for years. Just switched to Toro. I'm interested. See, another thing, we just don't have dealers near us. We don't have enough dealers. I don't have any Toro dealers. So I would like to run a Toro grandstand. All the attachments they have with that, it looks absolutely awesome. But We just don't have a dealer near us that I can use to do that. So I'm missing out on tour. I'm missing out on all these brands that I would absolutely love to use. Just don't have access to them, and that's what stinks about it. So I don't know. Deere is what it is for me right now. Who said, yeah, Bernard, I know. Hey, Archibald Landscaping. I hope it's Archibald. I think that's how you say it. Archibald, thanks for tuning in, man. This really means a lot to people that y'all are tuning in and watching and hanging out for a few minutes tonight. Exmark, Bernard loves Exmark. We all know that. I like Exmark. I've just never used them, and I'm happy with my Deere right now. So they don't have a good stand. They have the Vertex coming out, but what our dealer told us, and Bernard knows this, he's right down the road from me. So this is Bernard's lawn service. Give him a little shout out. We literally cut yards right next to each other. He's a great friend of mine and good competition. So we always make each other better. But our dealer told us, our local dealer, I wanted a Vertex. I said, can you get me on the list for Vertex? He said, I'm getting 2. And out of the 2, I don't know when I'm going to get them. He said, there's no way. He said, you can pay for them, and I have no clue when I'm going to get them. It could be mid-June, or it could be next week when I get them. So I can't take that risk. I cannot drop $13,000 or $14,000 on a new Vertex and then not get it until July. That makes no sense for my company. Like that's not beneficial for me. So, I don't know. I would love to go. I would love to go that way, but I just can't do it. I can't risk that not getting it until June. So, Exmark does seem like a really good company, though. I know Brian works with them a lot. A lot of other people do. Bring someone on, save your voice. I know I need someone else. Somebody requested to join the video. We might bring somebody else in here. I don't know how that would go with the. Actually, that wouldn't work with my audio. We might have to. I'm going to improve on that. We're going to do that next time, though. We'll bring other people on. What other dealers are in your area, Brian? We have John Deere and we have Exmark. Like I said, we have Exmark. That's right down the road from us. There's nothing within. Well, man, I don't know. 30 minutes of that. There's nothing within 30 minutes of us besides us two. The Deere dealer isn't even close to me. It's just because their stuff doesn't break down, but when they do, they fix it under warranty. They have a great warranty system, and I go through them. So I just always been with them. But I don't know. Yeah, there's not really. Exmark is the only thing we have right near us, and it's just a problem that we have. We're not in a big area. It's just a small town. I mean, where we're at is populated, but we're not huge. We're outside of Birmingham. We're like 20 minutes outside of Birmingham. So we don't get 15. And like a Weingarts, I dream of a Weingarts. All you up north have Weingarts or like Schleybaugh in Ohio that I see a lot. Man, I dream of that. Being able to go and get that. Because even like at our Exmark dealer, all you can get is steel equipment. You can't buy Echo. That's why I run all steel blowers and trimmers. I like them, but I would try out an Echo every now and then. They don't have them around us, okay? It's just how it is. So I go with what I got and I try to do the best I can. How many employees / crew do you have in the field? So let's see. Employees during the summer, I have 2 to 3 during the summer. What we're going to do this year is hopefully we're going to bring on a new guy. We actually hired him this week, and he seems to be really good. Everybody's like, man, can't find anybody to work. Can you help me out? If you know anybody, send them my way. Man. And you can take this as far as you want it, but I've always said from day one, try to do the right things in your company, and the Lord will bless your company. I'm a firm believer in that, and we try to always be faithful in our tithes. We try to always take care of widows. We always try to take care of any customer that we have. We can help out and not charge them an arm and a leg. We try to do it. We just try to do the right thing all the time. Okay, and we don't always, but we always try. We always give the effort, and the thing with that is, where was I going? Okay. It was the employees. That's what it was. I think the Lord does bless us. And so when I was on that trip out in Tennessee, literally I had somebody call me and say, hey, are y'all hiring? Like, okay. Like, yeah, I've gotten those calls before. Man, this kid sounds like he is the real deal. He's had experience. He had 3 years experience doing it, being a foreman, actually. So he wants to come in. He sounds like a really great, he's got a good work ethic. I've had references, and we've talked to his references. He's a part-time firefighter. And so I think it could go really well. I don't think it just fell out of the sky. I think the Lord blessed us and our company. And this young man, he's a year younger than me, so he's not that, I can't call him a kid. But he decided to call and ask, and seems like it's going to work out. So he worked a couple days this week. We're going to bring him on full-time next week. Hopefully the plan is to let him and Ben go out and run the mow crew during the summer. And I'll obviously work with him maybe 1 or 2 days a week, something like that. But I'll train him, get him to that point, and then let them go on their own. And then I want to do landscape jobs with maybe me and my little brother, or me and another high school or something, just a few days a week. We might do some landscape installs. But my big goal for this year, as you know, we're having a baby in September, so I'm trying to get out of the everyday necessary having the obligation to be in the field. That's the way I would put it. I don't want to be obligated to be in the field. I want to be in the field if I choose to be in the field. And so those are systems that we're having to put in place. It's hiring processes that we're all learning and we're figuring out along the way. If anybody has any questions about that, let me know, because I'm doing that right now, so it's kind of fresh in my brain. So DM me if you know anybody that does. I can help you the best I can. I can't answer everything, but I can help you a little bit at least. So hopefully this dude's going to come in and take over the mow crew. They're going to go throughout the summer. We're going to have just one mow crew for now, unless things just blow up. We might do another one, but we'll see. Right now I've got plans for one mow crew and myself running another landscape install crew the other days of the week. So what's up, Southern Sun? Andrew. Go listen to the Lone Star Lawn Talk podcast. That's Andrew's new podcast. That's an awesome. We were honored to be on there about, 2 weeks ago is when that episode dropped. Really good episode. So go check out the Lone Star Lawn Talk podcast. You're the newest kid on the block. I hadn't been here that long, but you're a little newer than me, and it's awesome to see everybody coming on here and supporting and helping these other podcasts grow. So let's see. That's right, Lawn Care said. I moved about 5 minutes from my Skag and Echo dealer, so I'm set. I have a great relationship with them. That's what it's about, man. Move close. Well, don't move just to be an extra dealer, but if the opportunity arises, get as close to dealers as you can. If you're going to be doing this in the long run, get as close to them as you can, because that takes up a lot of time. Like when stuff does break for me, I've got to go 40 minutes to a John Deere dealer, and that's no good. That's just eating time out of my day. The only thing, here's one other thing. I said I stay with Deere because they have good warranties and stuff. I've liked them. Their stuff doesn't break that often. That's all correct. But one of the leading things is my Tri-Green is who it's through. That's like the dealer, and they're so big. They're nationwide. They have all kinds of inventory and products. So one of the main reasons I stay with them is because when stuff does break, I get a demo. Our local dealer, I don't get that. I don't get a demo when something goes down. I'm just out. I'm just out of work. I can't do anything, waiting on their shop to fix it. Now they do a great job of keeping up. They prioritize their commercial customers. We have a great relationship with them. But being in Tri-Green's kind of network there, their commercial guys get put first as well, and we get demos when we break down. So that is another huge reason we stay with Deere. Thank you, Advanced Lawn and Landscape.
No doubt that some of you have tuned into this podcast because you've just started or you want to start your own lawn care or landscaping business. Brian has created the How to Start Your Own Lawn Care Business training program. This video course will help you understand the basics and get you moving in the right direction. Some of the topics covered: the startup phase and laying a great foundation, the basics of equipment shopping and purchasing, what to look for when you're shopping for a trailer. I really like the all things marketing and advertising section. The practical tips here alone are worth the cost. The How to Start Your Own Lawn Care Business training program also shows you how to bid and estimate projects. That's helpful just to even see if you want to take on some projects. Brian also shows you best practices for back-end office work and proper workflow. Click the link in the show description for LawEntrepreneurAcademy.com and get the How to Start Your Own Lawn Care Business training program for only $99. And join the thousands of people that we've helped achieve success with their lawn care company.
Hey there, fellow lawn and landscape business owner. Do you work hard all year for your freedom but still feel as if your money controls you? Unfortunately, because you can't give bookkeeping your full energy or focus, it just sits there most nights untouched, continually haunting you. Because your business demands your time elsewhere, you need a personalized bookkeeping solution dedicated to your industry. Gulf Coast Bookkeeping, now known as the Landscaping Bookkeeper, is dedicated to giving your time and peace of mind back through our monthly bookkeeping service. You can begin this partnership with us today by going to www.gulfcoastbk.com and scheduling a 15-minute call. We want you to become a confident and informed business owner. We'll take care of your green so you can take care of theirs. Schedule a 15-minute call today at www.gulfcoastbk.com. My goodness. I'm dying, literally dying. But thank you, Advanced Lawn and Landscape, for the comment there. Keep up the good work. I'm just excited to do this. Caleb, if you're still in here, I don't know, I saw you joined a few minutes ago. Remind me, if you did this, what we're doing right now is recording these Instagram Live Q&As for a podcast. Did you do that or not? I don't remember. I've had this idea in my head for a while, so hopefully I'm not just taking it from you, but I'm excited to see where this goes. Who knows? We might do it in the future again, but I'm just trying to have a fun kind of out of the kind of like random off the cuff episode, because I don't want to get into monotonous in our episodes by any means. I want to continue to bring content and quality content, but I don't want to get tied up in the monotony of just put out another episode. So as far as the podcast goes, thank you all for listening in to the podcast. All of you guys on Instagram right now, I think we have a really solid group of audience listening on the podcast, and I would consider that a podcast family, because our numbers aren't huge. But we have consistency. Like, consistency is what we have there, and it's every week we put out 2 episodes a week, and those numbers are consistent. So thank you all to everyone listening, everyone on this Instagram Live, for supporting us, because that's how we continue to grow over time. And we might never get to 1 million downloads. We might never catch up to Fullerton Unfiltered or the Green Industry Podcast, and that's okay. I'm just trying to put out good quality content on a regular basis for young guys, young girls, young entrepreneurs that we can help along the way, because that's exactly where I'm at in my business, and I wish that I would have had some of this stuff back at the beginning. So again, just want to stop and thank you for everyone that has tuned in and has supported us along the way. Top Green said, what John Deere mower do you recommend without breaking the bank since you're starting out? That's awesome. So here's the thing. It's kind of hard to not break the bank right now. Stuff is going through the roof. It's insane what mowers are coming in at. But I will tell you this. John Deere is not a huge mower up north. A lot of people don't use it. But I think they're underrated, because they're great mowers. They're made the deck on those things, I have hit stumps, I have hit trees, they don't move. Okay, they do not move. They're great decks. They're great machines. They're built the right way. They're just very heavy duty machines. And I will say this, they're not as expensive as most other brands. Okay, you can get a new John Deere Z920M, Z930M for a new one. I don't know. A new one you might be paying $11,000, $12,000, but I've gotten all of mine for less than 10. Every mower I've gotten has been less than 10, and I think my first one was maybe 94, 9,500, somewhere in there, and it had like 25, 30 hours on it. It was a demo. So if you can get a demo, that's always a great option. They don't have a lot of those anymore because of how bad inventory is. They don't keep them. But mine had 20 hours, still new warranty, still everything came with it, but it just wasn't new. So I think I got like $600 or $700 off of that just because it was a demo. So, that's right, Josh. Deers are built like a tank. I love mine. I don't plan on going anywhere. I don't plan on getting rid of my Deere anytime soon. Might add different brands, but I don't feel like getting rid of it. But back to the specific John Deere. It all depends on what you're mowing. How much are you? What size are you looking at? What size deck do you need? The Z930M comes with a 25 horsepower engine. I think that's what mine is. It's the Kawasaki, and that's the zero turn. That's the model that is like, that's my bread and butter. I've had that. I've cut tall stuff. That has cut everything I've needed to cut. I've had a Z920M as well, 54 inch, and it did not cut what I wanted it to cut. It had some problems. It didn't have enough power. So a Z930M, I think, is definitely will cut everything you need to cut if you're just cutting everyday subdivision lawns and maybe some HOAs or anything like that. 930 is definitely going to do fine. They go up to 950s and above. They go to diesels and stuff. So they have some real tanks up there. But a 930 is plenty. Like I said, it all depends on what you're doing, though. You don't need a 930. Excuse me. You don't need a 930 if you're just cutting neighborhood lots. We're not just cutting neighborhood lots. We cut a lot of fields. We cut a lot of big HOAs. We cut a lot of big HOA common areas. So Yes, 920M is underpowered for bye week. That's a great comment. I would have to agree with that. 920 doesn't have the power that I would like to have unless you're doing just small subdivision lawns, cutting just like an Aria, Bermuda, Zoysia, anything like that. But when you start cutting field grass and weeds, 920 didn't cut it for me. I love my 930. It's cut everything I needed to cut. 920 didn't, though. So just don't get the mulch on demand. I will say that. Love deer. I love everything about them. Ben, you just joined. If you're in here still, comment on this a minute. What can you say about the mulch on demand for yours? Mine was terrible. Worst design ever made for a chute blocker in the history of man, in my opinion. There's a million moving parts on there. Mine broke all to pieces. I was lucky to get out from under it. And so I traded mine in. They gave it to me. They gave me everything I wanted for it, and I got out of it. It was just a problem. It was going to be a pain to fix. The stuff is fabricated to the deck, so it's just a mess. I don't even want to get into that. But whatever you do, if you buy a new John Deere, do not get mulch on demand. Just buy an advanced chute from Ballard. That's plenty. That's all you need. Okay, get an advanced chute, best chute blocker on the market, in my opinion. And yes, mulch on demand leaves a trail of grass, and every chute blocker does that to an extent. But it's just. Mulch on demand is just bad. It's just bad. Just stay away from it. Yeah, definitely could use some updates on the chute blocker. That's what Ben says. Ben's got a 945. 945s I've heard are good. You're definitely packing a lot of power at that point. I would say get twills, man. Get twills early on. That's what we use. And man, they're like $1,000 then extra, and you're like, man, that's $1,000 starting out. Now starting out, yeah, just get what you can get. For all you new guys, we're recording a podcast right now. If you have any questions, tune in and send them on here. We're recording them live on the podcast. So, what is the thing? The deal with the twills is, you can run over literally whatever you want, and you never have to worry about it. Okay, I've popped so many tires because I was running standard tires. I was cutting parking lots. I was blowing them off, running over nails and stuff. That just gets so old. Twills, $1,000, you pay for them. Yeah, man, it hurts at first. Just not having to deal with that ever again is worth every single penny, in my opinion. So get the twills on whatever you can afford. Get those. Let's see. Yeah, mulch kits. Run the 960, the 31 horse. Yeah, that's a big machine. That is definitely a big machine. I would love to go up to a 961 point. I've never driven one personally. I don't know. I'm sure it would be a help to us on our big fields, but just haven't made that jump yet. Invest in the twills. It will save a lot of time. See, somebody else agrees with me there. Patriot Lawn Specialist. What's up, Rory? Hope you're doing well. I hadn't talked in a while. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope you're getting ready for your season. I haven't had a flat yet, but I'm getting twills after I do get one. I kind of see you there. I mean, yeah, don't get them until you have a flat. But that first time you have a flat and it's 110 degrees, you're going to say, man, I wish I would have just gotten twills. I wish I wouldn't have waited. When you're out there fixing in the middle of the day and you're behind. So, and rain's coming. We don't know how that goes. But twills are a must. So, see, everybody else here agrees with me. That is one thing that I am 100%. I will back all the way. Get twills as soon as you can. What's up, everybody? We still have a bunch of new guys coming in here. This is really cool. Bunch of new people coming in and tuning in. So what we're doing is we're recording a podcast live right now. So if you have any questions, send them down here in the questions, and we're going through and answering those as much as we can. Whatever it may be, whatever we want to talk about, we're just kind of going with it. It's just want to be a fun episode. So back twills are great. Front twills collect too much grass and clump. Yeah, I've never ran front twills. I mean, mine have the no flat casters, so I'm not really worried about getting them on the front of the machine. See, I wasn't going too long. It's just a few seconds. But I just want to say thank you again to everyone who's listening up to this point and who's joining in here on Instagram. If y'all enjoy this method, send a bunch of likes, send a thumbs up, something. Maybe we'll continue to do this in the future. If I can get this figured out, I would like to do it where we could bring people on, where we could do like the request to be in the live and then bring a few people on and run through some questions maybe and record a podcast that way. That'd be really cool. I think we could get through a couple guests at a time in one episode and get a lot of knowledge out there. So just wanted to say spring is coming, guys. Get ready. Do whatever you need to do to get prepared for the year. And I'm excited to see where we go. Who knows what it's going to be? Who knows what's going to get thrown at us? Maybe in September. Like, what's up, Jamie? What's up, man? I hadn't talked to you in a while. Well, a couple of days, but hope you're doing well, man. Hope the baby's doing good. And excited to see y'all in June down here in Nashville. So, Don't know, like I said, don't know what the season is going to do. And I don't know. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. So I hope I hope this kind of content like fires you up. I hope you know the other guys out there are in the same boats you are, and they are just getting ready. They're getting geared up. They're asking the same questions. They're trying to get the same stuff that you're trying to get, and get all the forms at Entrepreneur Academy that you can get to help you there. You got rate increases. You got all that stuff there. So you also need a good bookkeeper for this year. Gulf Coast Bookkeeping is who we use. That's who we recommend. Definitely, I would go check them out if you could. Send Megan and Joey a request there for to schedule a meeting, and they'll set up with you and go through all your stuff. And it's gonna make your life a lot easier. They've already made some huge changes and huge helps in my business. So, what did we do to my hand a year ago, Caleb? So I got it caught in the hedge trimmer. I have been using a pole trimmer for the entirety of my business. I bought a small, just like a 21 inch or 22, however long those small ones are, like the Milwaukee ones. And my first time using it, I had the muscle memory of holding that pole with my left hand. And as I was trimming with the small trimmer, I went to grab that pole and I just stuck my hand straight in the blade. So that muscle memory got me, stuck my hand in the blade, severed them. I mean, it severed my first finger. It was hanging on by the flesh. The other three fingers were just, they were damaged pretty bad, cut through the nerves and all the tendons and all that, but not as bad as the first one. So luckily, I had a great surgeon, put them all back together. Took about 3-4 months of recovery, and I'm good as new now. So it was definitely, I think that definitely goes back to what I was saying earlier, though. The Lord protected me. The Lord definitely looked over me, and it could have been a lot worse. Like, it's kind of gruesome and kind of like scary to think about, but if I would have just cut up a little bit further, so I cut my fingers here, you can see there how crooked it is, and you can see the scars on them and stuff, but if I would just cut up right here, I'm dead. Like, if I just get my artery in my wrist, I never make it to the hospital. So there's a lot of things that I can say thank you for, and thank you for safety. And the Lord definitely took care of me. Gonna make it post. What's up, man? Man, y'all are on a big project, Greg. Text me. I hope y'all are doing good. If you have any questions, or we can help you, just something to bounce ideas off of. I'm gonna be asking you some questions for sure from this job, because you're doing stuff that I haven't even done yet. You were boring that thing under the sidewalk. That was really cool, and I've been following along this whole project. Hope you're doing well. Are we going to make it together in the trades? Yes, we will be there. We will be in Tennessee at Nashville. We're really looking forward to it. If you are married or you have a fiance, you're planning on getting married, I would definitely say you need to come. It's an investment. It's a couple $100, but by the time you get room and tickets and all that stuff, food, but it is something that will really help you grow your company and grow your marriage. You might not grow your company, but you're going to grow your marriage, which in turn will grow your company. If you don't have a healthy marriage, you're not going to have a healthy company. It's as simple as that. If you're bickering every night because you're staying out too late cutting or putting plants on the ground or doing whatever, doing bookkeeping or office work, and you're not giving your wife the time she needs, man, that's not going to work, okay? That's just not going to be good. You're not going to get married. So, Together in Trades, they bring in Brian and Liz and Caleb and Brittany, bring in a lot of quality speakers. There's going to be somebody there this year talking about the Enneagrams, I think. So, if you know what an Enneagram is, I'm sure your wife does if you don't. But there's going to be somebody there talking about those. They are eerily correct and a lot of the times. So, excited for that. Last year, there was an author that came, and a marriage author that came and talked about their book and stuff and the stuff that they've helped. There were some marriage coaches. I think the marriage coaches are coming back this year. I don't know for sure, but I think they are. So, I don't know. But Together in Trades is a really awesome event, and I am really, really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to connecting with everyone there again, because you don't get to see everybody. All of you guys that are across the country, like we got guys from Wisconsin in here. What's up, John? John just joined us, John Henry. And I know he's from Wisconsin, and you got Greg from Greg. Where are you at? Oklahoma, I think, somewhere out there. So a lot of I don't get to see you guys all year. We get a GIE maybe if everybody goes to GIE, and then Together in the Trades is a really good one. So they're saying my sound went out here on the Instagram Live. I don't know what's going on, but who knows? I don't know. Hope y'all are enjoying the podcast at least. So this is real life stuff. Trying to go through and figure this thing out. It is a work in progress, figuring everything out on this. My phone's about to die, I think. I think that's what's going on. So, I don't know. Who knows? But thank you all for tuning into the podcast today. This has been a really fun one. It's been a really just a joy and an honor to get to grow with y'all and grow this podcast as we've gone along the way. Thank you so much to today's show sponsors. Thanks to everybody who tuned in on the Instagram Live. We talked about these questions, talked about a lot of topics. It ended up going 45 minutes. I did not expect it to go this long, but who knows? It was probably all over the place, so I don't know. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. We'll catch up with y'all here on the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green Landscapes podcast. We know you have many other podcast options to choose from, and don't take it for granted that you chose to spend some time with us today. You can connect with Jeremiah Jennings at Growing Green Landscapes on Instagram or use the link in the show description. Don't forget to smash the follow button on the podcast and leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. We hope you crush it in your business and hope to catch you on our next episode.